Hello, friends. Hey, welcome back, and hope you had a good evening. Hope you had good rest and a good day. Um, Shifting my days to Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be a little bit more consistent for you, and we'll schedule it kind of like Dina so that it pops up there at a certain time. So if you're doing a morning devotion or something, it'll be available to you. And today I want to just encourage us and shift our vantage point a second with this. That our story, the Christian story, is more than a myth. There's evidence involved. And I want to explore that a little bit because I want you to have strong faith in this crazy time we live in. See, a myth is a compelling story. Whether it is true or not, it is compelling. Similar words are like a legend, folklore, tradition, tales. And myth have significance within communities. They have significant, and they have staying power. They stick around generations. It's kind of the two of the features of myth. They come in singles, but most of the time they are within like whole systems, belief systems. And generally they belong to somebody. They have an origin story, person, place, or situation in life, the core. The basic outline is always the same. Somebody of significance did something of significance somewhere. And then a myth is formed. Most classic examples are Greek mythology. And that's a fascinating variety of characters, gods, goddesses, heroes, fools, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. They all have their own cartoons. Conspiracy theories are examples of maybe contemporary mythology. Pizzagate, QAnon. These conspiracy theories are products of the modern world, and they involve a person, place, or thing, and somebody did something, and then it gets spread through the ubiquitous nature of social media. So that's myth. Now, the difference between myth and truth is evidence, and that circles me back. The Christian story is evidentiary. See, incredible distinction here. Right? Both are compelling. Myths are compelling because they come with like a psychological social value. But truth is compelling because it is clearly communicated. It's rooted in practical material evidence. It's rational in its theories and its presentation of the evidence. And we put ourselves in grave peril when we substitute myth for truth. Conversely, we do ourselves immeasurably good when we displace myth with truth. That's why it's important to demythologize the Bible. See, the Bible and its contents, they're rooted and nested in history and science. There's so much evidence. Let me just unpack a little bit, right? The Bible is historical as well as spiritual. The Bible is practical as well as mystical. For instance, the Bible predicted hundreds of years before they happened, mind you. The Bible predicted events many centuries in some cases, and the Bible predicted that it would happen. It did happen, and it predicted a series of things, and they happened in the sequence or the order that the Bible predicted they would. The Bible also reveals facts about the natural world centuries before scientists discovered them through the scientific method. For instance, Isaiah 40 and 22 mentions the circle of the earth, and that could be the circumference of the earth or the circular nature of the earth around the sun. And he mentioned that in the 8th century before Common Era. So many, many centuries. The body of evidence that demonstrates the divine and holy origin of the Bible is massive, and it is still growing. It is sufficiently large to be legal, right? It's sufficiently legal. The overwhelming preponderance of the evidence makes it irrational and untenable to deny that the Bible came from a divine intelligence with both insight and foresight about human life. So God's word is forever firmly fixed in heaven, dear friends. And those who hear it and keep his words are like the man who builds his house upon a rock. So when the storms comes and they rage, the streams break out against it, the house could not be shaken because it's well built. Y'all have a great day. See you next time.